In a world where alcohol is woven into our social fabric, breaking free from its grip can feel insurmountable. Yet, countless individuals, each with their own unique story, have bravely chosen the path of sobriety. In those moments of reckoning, they realized that alcohol was no longer serving them but was instead controlling them, draining their vitality, clouding their purpose, and placing them in a cycle of temporary highs and prolonged lows. This journey isn't easy, but the rewards are profound. A clear mind, a rejuvenated body, and a sense of purpose unclouded by the haze of alcohol. This narrative captures that struggle, the turning points, and the immense courage it takes to quit. Whether you're contemplating sobriety, supporting a loved one, or simply curious, may this story ignite hope within you and remind you that change is always within reach. Freedom from addiction is not just a dream but a possibility. For many, drinking begins innocently enough, a casual glass of wine with dinner, a toast at celebrations, a drink after a long day. But often, the initial pleasure of alcohol can disguise a creeping dependency. Alcohol, though widely accepted, is a powerful substance, one that subtly seeps into the fabric of life, weaving itself into routines, habits, and even identities. By the time the habit has developed, alcohol has often gained control, steering choices, and dictating actions. One man recalls his first drink, offered to him by a relative at just 11 years old. That small introduction, seemingly innocent, began a cycle that would shape his future. Alcohol became a part of him, an escape, a form of self-medication. The normalization of drinking in society masks its dangers, painting it as harmless relaxation or necessary celebration. In reality, it can transform a person's world, leading them down paths of pain and regret, often before they even realize it. Alcohol's effects go beyond physical sensation. It sinks into emotional and mental well-being. For those caught in its grip, it can lead to a life of self-isolation, regret, and loss. Relationships fray, career aspirations dim, and self-esteem plummets. One individual's story is painfully familiar. As his drinking increased, he became unreliable, alienated from family and friends, and even jeopardized his job. He would wake up each morning promising himself he'd changed, only to succumb again as evening came. Alcohol's toxicity doesn't end with one drink. It permeates the body, turning into acetaldehyde, a harmful substance that damages cells and increases cancer risk. The science underscores the mental and physical toll. Every drink is a poison, quietly ravaging cells and clouding neural pathways. Despite knowing this, many feel trapped, convinced they're powerless against it. And in this conviction lies one of alcohol's most insidious aspects, the sense of hopelessness it breeds. For those who have found the courage to face their addiction, there's often a powerful moment of clarity, a point where pain transforms into possibility, where desperation turns into hope. It is a moment so personal yet so profoundly universal, a sudden revelation of the hurt one's drinking has caused, both to themselves and to others. One man, after years consumed by addiction, recalls a morning where everything seemed to crash into focus. He looked around, seeing the rubble of friendships he'd let slip, relationships he'd broken, and ambitions he'd abandoned. That morning, he realized he was standing at the edge of a life he no longer wanted and that he was on the verge of losing not just those he loved, but his own life. For each person, rock bottom wears a different face. It may arrive as a health scare that shakes them awake, a breakup that leaves them hollow, or an embarrassing, painful incident that strips away denial. But no matter what form it takes, rock bottom is not the end, it is the beginning. In that instant of painful clarity, the choice is laid bare: continue down a path of destruction or use that moment of suffering as a springboard toward transformation. And while the journey to healing can feel uncertain, even terrifying, taking that first step opens up a world many had thought lost to them. It is a step into an uncharted land of freedom, Sobriety, for many, initially seems daunting, a sacrifice of joy or a denial of the release that drinking seemed to provide. But in time, as they move farther from the grip of addiction, they begin to understand a deeper truth: sobriety is not a limitation, but a profound liberation. It is the opportunity to reclaim one's true self, free from the fog of substances that once clouded their vision and bound their spirit. With each day, they discover new strength, a quiet resilience that grows in the spaces where alcohol once reigned. No longer weighed down, they feel the chains of addiction fall away, one by one, revealing a life they may have thought unreachable. As they move forward, they learn that sobriety doesn't erase the past but redefines it. The mistakes and regrets become part of a larger story, a narrative of resilience, courage, and grace. In the process, they find that the journey isn't just about letting go of alcohol but about embracing who they are without it. They learn to forgive themselves, to rebuild relationships, and to pursue dreams they had long given up. In sobriety, they find a clarity and peace that alcohol could never provide. For each person who chooses this path, that first step is the hardest, but also the most liberating. And through the struggles, through the moments of doubt, they come to realize that sobriety is not just the absence of drinking, it is the presence of life, purpose, and an awakened spirit. Every day becomes a testament to their strength, a reminder that transformation is possible, and that out of pain can come a life of profound freedom and joy. The decision to quit drinking often involves a commitment to reshape one's entire life. For those who take this step, it means learning to live without the crutch they once leaned on. One woman shared how, after years of failed attempts to quit, she realized she needed a new reason to wake up every day. She replaced her nightly drinks with morning runs, weekend outings with journaling sessions, and began to see herself transform. It's a daily choice, often filled with struggles and temptations. But every day without alcohol brings a new level of strength, a clearer perspective, and a newfound appreciation for life's genuine moments. Sobriety becomes an empowering journey, where the freedom from alcohol opens doors to possibilities once thought impossible. Chapter 5: Finding Support, the Power of Community and Faith. Sobriety doesn't have to be a lonely path. For many, a support network becomes a foundation for lasting change. Community groups, family, and friends offer guidance, understanding, and encouragement. Spirituality, too, plays a powerful role in recovery. Many people turn to faith, finding in it a source of strength and purpose. Knowing that there's a greater power walking with them can be a source of comfort in moments of weakness. One man recalls sitting in silence with a friend who was also struggling with addiction. After several minutes, the friend simply said, "You always have a choice." Those words lingered, igniting a resolve within him to choose life over addiction. Simple reminders like these carry profound meaning for those on the journey to recovery. The body's resilience is remarkable. Within days of quitting alcohol, individuals notice a difference in their energy levels, sleep quality, and mood. After weeks, deeper transformations occur, liver cells begin to repair, blood pressure stabilizes, and the immune system strengthens. Studies show that even a 30-day break from alcohol can improve kidney function, reduce arterial sclerosis, and help with weight loss. But perhaps the most rewarding aspect of recovery is the sense of physical freedom. Alcohol no longer anchors one's energy and health, and the body can finally thrive. Reclaiming health after years of drinking can feel like being given a second chance, one that brings not only physical benefits but a deep sense of gratitude. Recovery goes beyond the physical. Emotional healing is equally vital. For many, drinking was a way to numb pain, silence insecurities, or push away trauma. Without alcohol, these issues often surface, demanding to be addressed. Therapy, counseling, or even journaling becomes an essential part of the journey. One woman shared that she had to confront the childhood trauma she'd tried to forget, and though it was painful, doing so freed her from the lingering shadows of her past. Embracing emotional healing allows for true transformation. In letting go of the burdens they once drowned in alcohol, individuals can finally experience life fully and authentically, forging meaningful connections and finding a sense of inner peace. As sobriety takes root, a new question emerges: what now? Those who have overcome alcohol dependency often realize that they need a purpose to stay grounded in their new life. Finding a mission, whether it's through work, volunteering, art, or relationships, becomes a way to channel the energy once consumed by drinking. The truth is, life without alcohol isn't about avoiding temptation, it's about discovering a life so fulfilling that temptation fades into insignificance. One man shared that, after quitting drinking, he took up mountain climbing. The thrill of scaling new heights, pushing his body to its limits, and conquering challenges became his new addiction. Life itself, in all its highs and lows, became the ultimate adventure. The journey doesn't end with quitting alcohol. Sobriety is a lifelong commitment. Temptations may arise, stressor may come, but those who've chosen sobriety know that they have the tools to stay resilient. They understand the beauty of a clear mind, a healthy body, and a heart at peace. When challenges come, they turn to their support systems, their faith, and their newfound sense of self-worth. The rewards of sobriety are immeasurable: the joy of reconnecting with loved ones, the clarity of living without regrets, and the strength of knowing that they have overcome something that once seemed unbeatable. Sobriety isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new life filled with purpose, joy, and gratitude. Choosing sobriety is choosing freedom. It's a journey that requires courage, resilience, and an unyielding belief in a better life. For those who walk this path, every sober day is a testament to their strength and a reminder of their worth. They've broken free from alcohol's chains and stepped into a life of clarity, purpose, and endless possibility. If you're considering this path, know that you are not alone. There is a vast, compassionate community of people who have walked this road, who know the weight of each struggle, and who understand the courage it takes to consider a life beyond addiction. They have faced the same battles, felt the same doubts, and come out on the other side, stronger, more resilient, and ready to welcome you with open arms. Each one of them is living proof that the journey to sobriety, while daunting, is filled with boundless rewards and new beginnings. Sobriety is indeed a challenge, but the freedom it brings is priceless. It's a choice to reclaim your life, to take back control, and to experience every moment without the need to escape. With every day in recovery, you step closer to a future where your choices are your own, where you embrace each day fully, finding joy and purpose without the burden of addiction. The strength that lies within you is greater than you may realize. It is a well of resilience and hope that, once tapped, can carry you through the hardest moments and lift you toward a life of meaning. Choosing sobriety is choosing life in its truest, most vibrant form. It is an act of courage and a testament to the incredible power within you to overcome, transform, and thrive. Each small step forward, each challenge faced, is part of your story of triumph, a reminder that you have within you the strength to rewrite your future. By choosing this path, you open the door to a world of possibility, filled with new connections, renewed passions, and a depth of peace that only comes from living authentically. Know that you're supported every step of the way by a community cheering you on, inspired by your courage, and standing with you as you embrace this powerful new chapter.